Everyone, I hope you all had a fun, safe July with the holiday and the heat waves that we had out here. Thank you to all of our amazing patrons. We had a super successful month because of your guys' contributions, and we also got a new patron. So, without further ado, thank you to Kermit, Ray, Crystal, Andrew, Veronica, Autumn, Sarah, Brian, and our newest patron, Brandon. Thank you guys all for your continued support of the magazine. I could not do this without you guys. Because of your support, the magazine published 9 articles last month and organized 2 major cleanups in the community. To quickly cover some of the articles published, I wrote about several local businesses, including Tiabi and the Joel Coffee Co., the latter of which uses a carbon neutral machine called a Bellwether to roast their coffee beans. And what that machine does is take the carbon emissions that are created from coffee roasting and then puts it back into the machine to help power it. So overall, it reduces carbon emissions that result from coffee roasting. So check that business out. They're located over at the center, the LGBC center of Las Vegas, downtown. And then Tiabi has 2 locations. They're a coffee and waffle bar, super delicious. Highly recommend checking them out. I also wrote about Midnight Chocolates, which is a local online chocolate business where the owner makes delicious homemade chocolate bonbons. You can take my word for it. They are amazing. It's their art, honestly. It's almost a shame to eat them, but they're so good. So I highly recommend checking him out. He's amazing. His chocolate's amazing. Just go order some chocolate. Fido's Vegan, I also covered. They are a local vegan hot dog cart. They operate several days out of the week over at the Las Vegas Test Kitchen downtown next to Ferguson's. And you can also find them at local events around the city, around the month, like First Friday. And they're also delicious, highly recommend. I also made some just for fun articles. I wrote about I started writing a series related to lessons learned from rewatching SpongeBob SquarePants. The first article, which that I published last month, covers essentially the lesson of be SpongeBob, not Squidward, and a couple other things that I have observed from rewatching the series. And now I'm working on the second part of the series, covering the entirety of season 1. So stay tuned for that and check out the first one. And I also interviewed some amazing parents for Parents' Day. I talked with them about how, overall what it's like being a parent, what their parenting style is, misconceptions that they've encountered being a parent, and how the pandemic has affected parenting in general for them. So check that out. I spoke to some amazing mothers who shared their stories with me, and yeah. One of our amazing contributors, Lucy Helland, also wrote an article about the sustainable wedding that she had a while back, where she pretty much focused on ways to go zero waste with her wedding. And as a result, she ended up saving literally thousands of dollars on, having her wedding. She got it down to about 1,000. So if you're looking for ways that you can reduce waste at a wedding that either you are having or maybe helping out or anything like that, there's also a bunch of ways for you to save money in there. So I highly recommend checking out that article. She also made a series of posts for the magazine in honor of Plastic Free July last month, which you may have seen on our social media platforms, where ultimately covered ways to, go zero waste in your daily life, from, making coffee and, what you use for shampoo and a whole bunch of other awesome stuff, as well as covering ways to reduce plastic that actually have a major impact, which involves, contacting your representatives and also contacting, plastic producers, which create this waste and put the responsibility on consumers and local municipalities that deal with recycling and waste management in general. And to that effect, there's also a bill going through Congress called the Break Free from Plastic Act of 2021, which will put that responsibility on plastic producers to deal with their waste that they're creating and take that responsibility off of consumers, taxpayers, local governments, all of that, and put it onto them, which it should have always been. So please write to your representatives about your support for that bill. It's very, very important that we get that passed. It also has a lot of other stuff to deal with the plastic crisis. So super duper important. I will link to that below so you can go find your representative and pretty much it's a pre-written letter that you can send to them, and of course amend as you would like, add your own little message or whatever, completely rewrite it, whatever you want to do. Just make sure that gets sent so your representatives know that you support that and you want them to support that, and that this issue is important to address. Lastly, for organizations, I covered the Las Vegas Astronomical Society, as well as some local aid and community support events that were put on by the Fifth Sun Project and the Las Vegas Animal Save. Speaking of those two organizations, the magazine partnered with these amazing organizations and other organizations like the Solidarity Fridge, the Las Vegas DSA, and the Nevada Conservation League for 2 cleanups back in July. So our first cleanup, we came together the day after 4th of July over at Shadow Rock Park over on the east side, and we collected a lot of leftover fireworks from the holiday as well as other trash dumped around the park, and that was super duper successful. We had 30 plus people come out. We didn't have a weight thing, so we don't know how many pounds of trash we pulled, but we pulled a lot. It was an amazing cleanup, and it was awesome seeing how much we accomplished together, coming to do all that. So thank you to everyone who happened to come out to that event, as well as to our second cleanup that we did up in Mount Charleston. We took a break from the heat wave by going up to clean up the Lee Canyon Meadows up there, also in honor of Plastic Free July. And up there we focused on microplastics and trash left over from people picnicking up there and doing other recreational activities, and just, tried to really help keep our public lands, clean and beautiful. We successfully collected several buckets of trash and other stuff that we found up there, and ultimately just get to help keep the meadows beautiful and the wildlife safe, which, to add to that, while we were up there, there was a small herd of horses that we saw come through that was just really cool to see, in their natural habitat, and also to have that perspective of who and what is being impacted by the trash that's left up there, as well as like what we're doing up there cleaning it up and seeing the impact that we make. So that was super duper cool. Overall, we had a super successful month in July, and that's carried over into August. And really quick, I wanted to mention that we are having a sticker sale currently in our Square store in honor of World Honeybee Day, which was on August 21st. So through the end of the month, you can save 15% on our Save the Bees sticker design, and I will post the code for that below for you guys to use. As always, not just this month, not just during the sale we're doing, we donate $1 to the Bee Conservancy for every purchase of the sticker design. So we do that on your behalf to kind of pay it forward. So Save the Bees, get a cool sticker design with that. You also have your guys' monthly discount codes sent to you here on Patreon, applicable to your different respective tiers that you guys have. So you can use those. You can use that discount code with this discount for the sticker on all of the products in the store. And remember that all sticker designs have free shipping. Lastly, also in regard to stickers, I just ordered some test prints of some new designs, so stay tuned for those. I'll be doing a poll for you folks on which ones you guys like the most, so I know what to order more of. And other than that, I don't got anything else for you guys right now, so I'll let you all go. Thank you again for your continued support of the magazine. Like I said, because of you guys, all of this was accomplished last month, and keeping that motion going this month and into next month. So stay tuned for all the fun articles and actions we have planned for September. And for the next thank you video, where I will cover what we did this month in August. So thank you all again. I'll see you guys next month, and bye.